If you're over 60 and still believe that all exercises are good for your health, the following truth may surprise you. Leading geriatric experts warn, there are at least 3 types of exercises that seem healthy but are actually silently wearing down your heart each day. These incorrect exercise habits not only increase the risk of injury but could also sadly shorten your lifespan. A reputable report from the National Institute on Aging pointed out that choosing the wrong exercises after age 65 can increase hospitalization risk by up to 48%. So, which exercises should you absolutely avoid? And what should you replace them with to live longer and healthier? Don't skip this video. Hit follow and stay with us until the end, for your safety and your heart. You may have heard the saying, any movement is good. But that's no longer true once you pass the age of 60. In reality, the exercises you once loved may now be silently turning into the biggest health destroyers of your later years. A body that was once flexible, a heart that was once strong, is now struggling against pressures it can no longer handle. Among these, high-intensity running is the clearest example. Running might sound simple, anyone can do it, and it may have even been a proud part of your active lifestyle. But after age 65, those strong strides may actually be the beginning of degeneration, injury, and cardiovascular damage. The reason isn't that you've become weak, but that your body has changed. Bone density, muscle mass, and cardiovascular elasticity are no longer what they used to be. Your joints are more sensitive and prone to damage. Cartilage is thinner, and a loss of balance reflexes means one misstep could easily lead to a fall. Science has spoken. A study published in the Journal of Orthopedic and Sports Physical Therapy shows that the risk of knee and hip injuries from running increases by up to 58% in older adults. This isn't just a statistic. It represents thousands of people facing joint replacement surgery, long recovery times, or worse, the loss of independent mobility. Each step you take while running, especially on sidewalks or hard surfaces, sends shockwaves through your body. Your heart, no longer as elastic, has to work harder to pump blood as your blood pressure spikes. This can trigger chest pain, arrhythmias, or even a stroke, especially if you have undiagnosed heart conditions. What's the real danger? It's the deceptive feeling of being fine. Many seniors don't notice the warning signs until it's too late. A minor sprain that leaves you bedridden for weeks, a dizzy spell mid-run that ends in a blackout, or worse, a silent heart attack. At this point, it's no longer healthy exercise. It's a gamble with serious health risks. Even worse, a minor running injury can trigger a chain reaction. You rest, lose muscle, gain weight, develop higher blood pressure, and may fall into depression from losing your sense of autonomy. And it all started with an activity you thought was good for your health. But you don't need to give up exercising, you just need to do it the right way. Movement medicine experts recommend that people over 60 replace high-intensity running with lower-impact activities like brisk walking on soft trails, swimming, or cycling. These activities offer similar cardiovascular benefits while being much gentler on your joints, helping you stay agile without putting your body under dangerous stress. The issue isn't exercise, it's adaptation. Your body speaks to you every day. Listen to it. Choose exercises that make you feel healthier, not ones that make you pay in health, time, or even years of life. And remember, high-intensity running is just the beginning. What other common workout habits might be silently harming your heart and brain? In the next section, you'll discover the second dangerous exercise that many older adults still do every day, without realizing how risky it really is. Don't miss it. When you're young, a fall might mean nothing more than a scraped knee or a few days of sore muscles. But after the age of 65, the same fall can mark the beginning of a chain reaction, physical decline, emotional distress, and a shaken confidence in your own body. We often say, aging is inevitable, yet few are truly prepared for the quiet but powerful changes the body undergoes after 70. Bones become more brittle, reflexes slow down, and muscles waste away if not properly maintained. In a world that constantly encourages physical activity for health, there's an uncomfortable truth that rarely gets spoken aloud. Not every exercise is suitable for older adults, and some can even become thieves of longevity if done incorrectly or at the wrong time. You might see media flooded with images of older adults lifting heavy weights, doing CrossFit, or jumping into burpees, smiling as if age is just a number. But behind the scenes lie the cold, hard hospital statistics. An increasing number of older adults are being admitted due to exercise-related injuries, torn shoulder muscles, dislocated knees, or fractured hips, all from pushing just a bit too far. These injuries don't just lead to months of being bedridden, they steal something even more valuable, the confidence to stand tall, walk freely, and live independently. More concerning still are the psychological effects that often go unnoticed. One fall can instill an invisible fear, a quiet mental scar that leads older adults to avoid all physical activity, even something as simple as walking around the house. They lose trust in their own legs, no longer feel in control of their bodies. Over time, that hesitation turns into stagnation. And that stagnation triggers a downward spiral: muscle weakness, poor balance, cognitive decline, and ultimately, social isolation. Yet the solution isn't to give up exercise. On the contrary, seniors still need movement, still need training, but in smarter, gentler, and more age-appropriate forms. Controlled, slow movements not only reduce injury risk but also help build endurance, improve flexibility, and even elevate mood. This is the time to redefine what strength means, not by how much you can lift, but by your resilience, your balance, and your ability to stay active in daily life. The amazing part is this: choosing the right exercise, even something as simple as brisk walking each day, can make a profound difference. No fancy equipment, no personal trainer, no need to chase social media trends, just consistency and informed choices. In the next section, we'll explore 3 essential exercises that scientists, geriatricians, and fitness professionals all agree are ideal for older adults. These aren't flashy new trends, they're proven practices that can extend your life, enhance your quality of living, and, most importantly, help you feel at home in your own body. But if there is one thing that age cannot take away, it is the potential to renew strength. Strength is not just about muscles. It's about your ability to rise each morning with a strong will to live and a body energized to move forward. Gentle strength training doesn't require you to become an athlete or step into a crowded gym. It only asks you to start from exactly where you are. It could be a pair of 1 kilogram hand weights placed next to your sofa. It could be resistance bands hooked onto a door handle. Or simply a sturdy chair for doing slow, controlled sit-to-stand exercises that gently challenge muscles that have grown dormant. The truth is, every time you lift even a small weight, you're not just lifting dumbbells, you're lifting your own future. The future of independence. When you have enough strength to dress yourself, go shopping, tend to your garden, or hold your precious grandchild, you are holding on to the power to control your own life. That is worth more than any supplement. And there is no age limit to start. Research shows that even people in their 80s and 90s can significantly increase muscle mass and strength after just a few weeks of proper training. Moreover, strength training is a revival medicine for the mind as well. When you feel your body becoming steadier and more balanced each day, confidence naturally follows. It breaks the vicious cycle of weakness, where fear leads to inactivity, and inactivity leads to further weakness. Once your body moves, your nervous system becomes sharper. Your ability to react when stumbling, your balance in unexpected situations, all improve noticeably. And the most remarkable part is that gentle strength training doesn't promise transformations in a few days. There's no need to chase fitness trends. It only requires persistence. A little each day. A few repetitions, a few simple but purposeful movements. It's like laying bricks for the house of your health, building a solid foundation for a free and independent old age. Imagine this: an older adult who can stand up from bed on their own, carry groceries from the market, and take care of themselves without needing to ask for help. This is not a distant dream. It's the real outcome of dedicating just 15 minutes a day to basic strength exercises. A small investment for priceless benefits. So if you're reading this and think it's too late to start, remember, your body doesn't demand perfection, it only needs to be listened to and acted upon. Every workout is a declaration that you refuse to give up. You're fighting, not against aging, but to live fully and with dignity alongside it. That is strength. That is dignity. That is the life you deserve. And you can start right now. Wonderful it is when you begin to realize that every small movement today can be a big step forward for tomorrow. After turning 70, maintaining your health is not just about physical strength. It's also an affirmation that you are still in control of your own life. Many older adults share that after starting simple and consistent exercises, they not only feel their bodies growing stronger but also their minds becoming clearer and freer. Strength is no longer something reserved only for the young. It is something you can nurture every day through conscious and active living. Imagine waking up in the morning without hesitation, stepping out of bed, no longer trembling when bending down to tie your shoes, no longer needing to hold onto a chair to stand up. These seemingly small actions, when repeated daily, become milestones marking the independence you have proudly maintained. Strength of the body is no longer a contest of muscles, but a declaration, I am still in control of my own life. Yet, all these efforts can quietly erode if we fail to recognize the harmful habits slowly damaging our health day by day. It could be hours spent sitting too long without moving. It might be skipping meals thinking eating less means being healthier. Or simply convincing yourself, I'm old now, changing won't help. These thoughts are like invisible chains holding you back, pulling every small step you take backward. And the price isn't always immediately visible. It could be an unexpected fall landing you in the hospital, a persistent mild pain causing sleepless nights, a sudden medical advice forcing you to give up something you love. But if today you recognize and adjust, you still have time, still have strength, and still have a future to shape. Remember, old age is not a time to retreat. It is a time to live authentically with yourself. Every positive action you take today is a vote for a free, meaningful, and regret-free life. And if you're reading these words, that is already the first step toward writing your next chapter. A chapter of recovery, awakening, and hope. So keep going. And don't forget to share, with me, and with other older adults who are looking for reasons to believe that old age can still be full of hope and vitality.